Hello everyone. This is the second lecture of the strings in Python. In this, we will study various functions available for string manipulation and handling of the strings. Please go through the previous lecture to have better understanding of string. So now just let's start the session. The very first function that is available in string is ID, that is identifier. So let's say I have a string India that I have stored in variable X. And what I have to do is I'm passing this variable X in this identifier function, id function. So it is going to give me a unique id for the variable X. So this identity has to be unique and constant for this object during the lifetime. So similarly, if I have another variable y in which I am storing some other string, let's say country, and if I am passing the variable y in id, I'm going to get a different id for the variable y. So all the variables in Python have unique id, right, which represents that they are unique. Now coming to the next function, that is length. And here what we do is, if I have a string student which is stored in a variable X, and if I am passing that variable into the function length, then I'm going to get the length of the string. Or either I can simply pass the string in the function. Now there is another function capitalize, and when let's say the string is stored in X and I'm using X dot capitalize, so only the first letter of the string will be capital. So here the first letter is in lowercase, but after applying this function, the first letter of the string will be then in capital or uppercase. Now coming to the next function, that is upper. In this function, if I'm applying it as X dot upper, so this string X, all the letters in this string X will be now in uppercase, and after applying this function lower, all the letters in the string will be in lowercase. Then coming to the next function rjust, it will justify the string to the right, and I have passed 20 as a parameter into this, so it will give some space to the left side and will justify the string to the right side. Coming to the next function, center. So in this function, the string will be in the center. And if I apply some value here, let's say it's the same value 20. So from left as well as right, there will be a space of 20, 20. And the word student center, the string student will be at the center. Now coming to the next function, that is replace function. The name clearly explains its meaning. And let's say I'm want to replace small e in this particular string with capital E. So simply I will pass the two parameters, the one that I have to replace and the other one with whom I have to replace. Then comes this strip function, which will remove the unnecessary space available in the string. So here before India and after India we have spaces, so these spaces will be removed with the help of this strip function. Now coming to the implementation part. Now let's implement whatever we have learned now. So let's store the variable. Let's say I'm storing the variable India in X. And let's see what X have. X has the string India, but it is in single quotes. And if I print the same thing, then it will be without quotes. Now I will try to find out the ID of X. This was the first function that we have discussed in the slides. So it is going to give a unique ID to the variable X. So this is the given unique ID for X. Also, I discussed that we can have another variable in which we will pass some other string. And now let's see what is the ID of Y. So we can see that here unique IDs have been provided to both X and Y. So here it is 5808 and here it is 7088. So it is having different IDs for both the variables. Now coming to the different functions that are being available in Python for processing or manipulation of strings. Let's discuss them one by one. The first function is length function. So I have X here. So I will pass this variable X into this, and I can get the length of the string, that is 5. Also I can pass the string, the same result I will get whether I pass the variable or I pass the string. Now, let's say if I store Amity University, so we can see the length of the string is 15. But if I copy this and I put a space here, the space will be also counted in the length. Now you can see that the length has increased. Similarly, if I add two spaces between these strings Amity and University, the length is going to increase. Yeah. Now coming to the next function, that is capitalize function. So we can see x is all in lowercase. Now I will use x capitalize. So I can see that the first letter of the string is in capital. Earlier it was in small, but now it has been in capital. Only the first letter, but the rest of the letters are in the same order that was mentioned in the string. Now the third function that we have studied is upper. So let's apply upper function on the string x. So after this, the result is all the letters of the string are now in capital, right? Now let's take one more string, and here I say everything in capital. So let's say I take another string that is country. Now I want to apply the third function, that is fourth function, that is lower. So after applying this function, what we will see is all the letters of the string will be in lowercase. You can see that all the letters of the string are now in lowercase. Now coming to the next function, that is r just, right? So I'm using the same string x, or I can also use z r just, and I'm passing 20 here. So z is storing country, and after putting this 20 as a parameter, we can see the difference. So the string country has been justified to the right, and there is a space of 20 units available at the left side. Similarly, if I increase this value, I can see that the space is going to increase. Let's say if I put it 40, now you can see that 40 unit of space has been created before the country string that is country, and the string has been aligned to the right. So in this way, the more the value, the more is the space. So in this way, we can justify the particular string to the right by putting some units to create it to the right side. Now coming to the next function, that is center. Now let's say I apply this function. So it is giving me some error. Why? Because again, I need to at least provide one argument to this. And if I provide the same argument here, I can see that a space of 20 units has been created to the left of the string as well as to the right of the string. The same if I copy and I change the space, and I can see that 50 unit of space has been created to the left as well as to the right. Now let's say I have a string, and I take x only. X was containing India. Now I will use x dot replace function, which is the next function. Here I want to replace this small I with the capital I. So let's see what will happen. We can see that clearly the small I has changed to capital I here, and similarly this I has also changed to capital I. So it means that in the string x, wherever we find small I, it will change to capital I. Now coming to the next function. So let's say, yeah, so if I talk about this particular result, I store it in A. Store it in A because I need this for the next function. So what I'll do is A dot strip. So what this will do, this function is going to remove all the extra space that is available. So A is, let's see what A is. So I can see A is having space to the left as well as to the right. Now I want to strip this space. I want to remove this space. So for that I have this function strip. So let's see the output. Now this space has been removed from here by with the help of the strip function. This is basically used for tokenization to generate tokens in a given sentence or sentences, right? Now the last thing is, let's say I have this variable, as I know, x is having the string India. Now I want to access the first element of the string. So I will simply write 0 here and I can access it. That is I. Similarly, let's copy this and see the other indexes. We can see the second is N. Then similarly, I can check the last one. So the size is 5. So 5 minus 1, 4. So 4 will give you the last location, which is A. So the last letter of the string is A, right? Now what I need to do is I need to change the first letter of the string I to some other letter, right? So I will be copying this. And what I'll do is I'll try to assign it some different value. Let's say I try to assign it D. So it is going to give me error. Why? Because strings are immutable in nature. We cannot change its value. So once we have given some, we have assigned some value to it, it cannot be changed. So this was all about the different functions available in string. We will be learning more functions related to strings in the coming session. And in the next session, we will be learning about indexing and slicing in strings. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.